Tenemos el alto honor de presentar al señor presidente de Rotary Internacional, SHEKHAR MEHTA, quien pidió especialmente estar compartiendo con nosotros este instituto, con los rotarios de nuestra zona, para conversar sobre las metas y programas del año con el lema Servir para cambiar vidas.
Hello, my friends, Rotarians from Zone 23B. I am excited to be at the Zone Institute for Zone 23B. I would have loved to be with all of you in person. I'm sure each of us is now wanting to meet each other. But that will happen very soon. I'm sure we will battle this pandemic and we will defeat Corona, and we will come out victorious just as we are about to defeat polio.
¿No se ve?
Friends, yours is a lovely country, and I would have loved to be in that country, but that probably will have to be for another time. I compliment the chairman, Daniel, and the convener, my dear friend on the board, Julio. I also see Trustee Jorge. And I would have loved to see each and every one of you. There are more than 600 of you, and what a wonderful sight it would have been to meet each and every one of you. To inspire you, to ask you to do more and grow more. Friends, let's grow more and do more. We have to grow more because for the last 20 years, we have not grown. I'm sure each and every one of you in your business, in your profession, will not be happy if your profession or business did not grow for the next 20 years. Then how can we be happy if our organization does not grow? For 20 years, I have heard 1.2 million Rotarians in 200 countries. No, let's change that. Why not make it to 1.3 million Rotarians in more than 200 countries? It is not difficult to do so. People may say difficult. It is as good as impossible to do. It has not happened in 20 years. But what has not happened in 20 years can happen in just 12 months. The vaccine for polio took 23 years to make. That for Ebola took 5 years to make. But the vaccine for COVID came in just 9 months. What took 23 years then took only 9 months now. What has not happened in 20 years will happen this year, because each of you will bring in one member at least. Each one, bring one. Each one, bring one. And it's not difficult. I'm sure all the 600 plus Rotarians who are present today, if I could see them and I ask them to raise their hands, they would, because each one would be ready to bring at least one Rotarian during this year. You can bring your friend, your colleague, your relative, your niece, your nephew, your uncle, your aunt, whoever. Friends, it is always possible to just get one person into Rotary. And let membership, bringing members, be our individual responsibility. Each of us 600 people who are today present on this call, on this online platform, it is our responsibility, individual responsibility, that we at least get one member. We have to strengthen our organization. As we get members, let's get more female members. The world is half women, but the Rotary is not half women. Let's make it. We need to do that. Let's also get younger people into Rotary. It's so very important to bring fresh ideas, fresh energy, the new enthusiasm. Let's get younger people into Rotary also. That's very important. Start new clubs. It's so very important that we start new clubs, and Rotary has been wonderful in its own flexibility, that we have come up with flexible new clubs. You can have cause-based clubs. So 30 people across the world who are interested in doing water projects, doing good in this world through water projects, they can come together to form a new Rotary club. I will put all my bet on virtual clubs. The first version of e-clubs may not have been so successful, but we are seeing, because of the pandemic, the virtual world is what we are living in. And it is so very important that we have more and more virtual clubs. Passport clubs, satellite clubs. There are so many different types of clubs that can be formed. And let's do them today. Because as we grow more, we will be able to do more. Friends, we joined Rotary for different purposes. I joined Rotary for making friends. I was only 25 years old at that time. I wanted to make more friends. Service was the last thing on my mind. I was not even aware of what the problems of other people in this world were. I did not know that people did not get drinking water at home, that they did not have toilets, that their education system was bad, that their healthcare system had broken. And all of this, friends, was happening just 50 kilometers away from where I lived. But I had no clue about it. Till I joined Rotary, and my Rotary club, in about 2 months' time, took me 50 kilometers away from my home into one of the villages. And in the village, what I saw was a different world from my own world. My world was comfortable. It had comfort, it had luxury, it had everything. If I wanted to go for a bath, I was wondering whether I had hot water or not. In this village, people did not even have toilets at their homes. I was worried about which filtered water to have, or should I have bottled water? In this village, they had no filters. They drank the same water where they themselves bathed and their buffaloes bathed. Friends, I was concerned where my children would go to school, how big the campus would be, how good, impressive the building would be. In this village, the only campus the children had seen was under the shade of a tree. And then I realized these are two different worlds. One was my world where there was so much. And one was that world in that village where there was so little. And in between was my Rotary Club, which helped bridge that gap between my world and their world. So we built roads for them. We made their schools into happy schools. We brought healthcare system into their healthcare system. We built toilets for them. We brought clean drinking water into their homes. Friends, slowly we realized we were changing lives. I may have given the theme this year, Serve to Change Lives. But I realized for the last 35 years, that is what I've been doing in Rotary. And I'm sure each and every one of you has been doing that. Serving an individual, a community, a country at one time and changing lives there in one life, many lives, and lives of hundreds of thousands of people. And we've done it through various programs of Rotary. That one program itself, polio eradication, what a wonderful program it has been for our organization. For 35 years, we have fought one battle and we are about to win the war. Friends, we could not have been more close to eradicating polio. It is now more than, we are in the 9th month that there has not been a single case of polio in either Afghanistan or Pakistan. Another 3 months and we will well be on the road to eradicate polio from the world. Let us keep our fingers crossed. Let us do the best that we can, because friends, what a day it would be for mankind when, because of the efforts of Rotary, we would have eradicated a disease from the face of earth. It is unbelievable. It gives me goosebumps even today when I think that I volunteer for an organization which has such great dreams. So I'm sure this year each and every one of us has big dreams. I feel we have come in Rotary at a stage where Rotary should play a role in the nation building process. In each of your countries, there are so many needs. In South America, there are needs and they have to be met by the government, but the government is not able to do everything. So civil society needs to come in, and that is where Rotary plays a major role as far as the civil society is concerned. So let us start working with the government locally, at the local level, at the community level, at the state level, at the country level. And we will see our programs will start making such big impact. Back home, we are doing that. We are working with the government to bring total literacy in India. What has not happened in 75 years of our country's independence, we want to change that in 75 months working with the government of India. We have a plan how to take the literacy rate of our country from 75% to 95%. We are wanting to do big programs as far as water is concerned. I have gone and spoken to the minister for all of India on water issues and told him that we will do 10% of the work in selected areas. So the government wants to put 100,000 check dams. They want to rejuvenate 100,000 water bodies. And Rotary has said over the next 6 years, we will do 10% of that, which is 10,000 rejuvenation of water bodies and 10,000 check dams. These are big goals. Yes, they are big goals. But that is what we should do. Was not polio eradication a big goal? Yes, it was, and we have achieved it. Similarly, friends, you take up what are the issues in your country, in your area. If it's the water issues, let all clubs come together and set the water system correct in your country. If the healthcare system has broken, how about taking up one step at a time? Maybe the blood banks need to be created. Eye hospitals need to be set up. Maybe dialysis centers have to get started. Go ahead, do these. If you feel your club does not have the resources, don't worry about it. Join with other clubs. Gandhi had said, find the goal and the means will follow. Don't worry about the money, about the resources. They will always follow. Good intention, if it is there, people want to contribute money. There is enough money in this world. Like Gandhi again said, there is enough in this world for every man's need, but not enough even for one man's greed. So there is enough in this world. All we need to do is take it and give it to people who do not have it. Friends, even as we are doing all of this, let us focus on empowering girls. Let the overarching theme be empowering girls. Even in today's age and time, friends, the girls around the world are discriminated. They are disadvantaged. That's not fair. Girls are half the humanity. They should have half the opportunity. But are they getting that? No. We are setting the example at the board level, and we want to set the example at Rotary level. At the board, the current board, out of the 19 members that are on the board, 9 are women, and which is so very important. Empowering girls, all these women were empowered. They got the opportunities, and look where they are, right at the top of this organization, this wonderful organization. Next year, it's going to be led by a woman. And I'm so happy that we have broken the glass ceiling. Jennifer is going to be an outstanding leader of Rotary. So friends, There is so much that needs to be done for women, for girls. Find the need in your community. The needs for empowering girls differ from country to country, from place to place. In my country, we are doing various programs, whether it is showing them how to make reusable sanitary pads. The same was in Africa. When I visited country after country, I saw project after project, all for empowering girls. They were telling them how to make sanitary pads, reusable ones. One girl, when she stitches the reusable pads herself, she saves $48. Over 2 years, a girl spends $50 if she were to use the use and throw sanitary pads. If she used reusable one, she would spend only $2, saving $48. And if she could start this as an enterprise, she would be able to earn herself. And imagine how much good it will do for the climate. Reusable sanitary pads, one program. You could do a program for their nutrition. The pregnant mothers need good food. We do not realize, but their children will be stunted children. They'll be weak children. We need our next generation to be strong. So let us do a program where every pregnant girl gets nutrition. Every girl, in fact, has better nutrition. This is something that's required in Africa, in Asia, in so many other parts of the world. It's needed in your areas too. There is so many other programs, skill development for them. If they are dropping out of school, ensuring that they do not drop out of school. And if you find that all of these facilities are already there and you have empowered girls in your area, then start empowering girls in Africa, in South Asia, in other parts of the world. The world is ours. The world is our backyard. Even after 30 years of polio having got eradicated from America, Americans have donated money so that polio could go out of the world, because they felt their responsibility. It was their duty to remove it from the world. Similarly, it is your and my duty to ensure that girls are empowered in every part of this world. Friends, even as you do these wonderful programs and projects, do showcase them to the entire world. Let the world know about the good work that Rotarians do. It is so very important in today's time, where everybody wants to tell their status, what they are doing 10 times in the day, by going on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, on LinkedIn. We should also be able to not just tell our status, we should be able to tell the status of the work that we do. How we have empowered girls, how we have brought sanity to the sanitation system, how we are taking care of healthcare, how we are fighting with COVID. All these stories are wonderful stories that need to be told to the outside world. Rotarians are very good at telling stories to themselves. That's not good. We have to do better. We have to tell our good stories to the outside world. And that can be done by Rotary Days of Service, by organizing locally. A few clubs come together and showcase the good work that you do in the community. Invite non-Rotarians, publicize this on social media, and then apply for that certificate that you will get for doing a Rotary Day of Service project. So my summary is, friends, each one bring one. Each one of us, let us empower at least one girl in our life today. This year, let us start by empowering one girl. So each one bring one, empower one girl, and every club to have at least one Rotary Day of Service program in every quarter. Friends, if we do this, we would have done something extraordinary to serve to change lives. Let me end by this quote. The biggest gift we are given is the power to touch a life. The biggest gift we are given is the power to touch a life, to change, to make a difference in the circle of life. If we can reach out with our hand, heart, and soul, the magic will begin to happen as the Rotary wheel begins to roll. Julio, Jorge, and all Rotarians, let's turn the wheel together so all humanity thrives. we have the power and the magic to serve, to change lives. Thank you. Namaste.